My name is Calvin Miller, and I'm going to show you how to rig a seesaw bobber. So you'll notice I've got a nice presentation laid out for you. I've got the seesaw bobber, I've got 4-pound test fishing line, I've got the bobber stop configuration, which is a slip knot and a plastic bead with hollow center, also the BB size split shot weight, and a 1/32 ounce jig head. Now I'm going to try to take this a little slow for you, but to get started, you'll take your slip knot, and it's actually mounted on a hollow plastic tube. So you'll take your fishing line and you'll run it through the center of this hollow tube, like so. And where you stop with this is basically how deep you want to fish. For the sake of the video, I want to do, I don't know, about 2.5, 3 feet deep. So when you get to where you want to go, whether it's 2 feet deep or 30 feet deep, that's where you'll stop, and you'll pull the string off of the tube so it comes separated like that. Grab both ends of your slip knot, pull it nice and tight, and then you'll trim the edges off. So you've got all this excess string here, so you'll trim that off. Now be careful, it's easy when you do this part to cut your fishing line. So it's also good if you got a nice sharp pair of scissors too. So we'll pull that off, and we'll do the other side. Okay. Now the other important part, if you don't buy the new patented tubes that actually have a slit down the center, you have to make sure you remember to remove the tube from the fishing line. If not, then you get your rigging set up and you realize the tube's still there and you've got to redo the whole thing. So we'll pull that off, discard a bit. Now the next step is to slide this plastic bead. It has a hollow center. You'll slide the fishing line through the center of the bead, like so. And then your bead will go down and it stops where you tied your knot. Now step 3 is to slide your fishing line through the hollow tube on the seesaw bobber. You'll see it slides through pretty easy. Show you how this works here. Once you slide this out of the way, and I'm gonna put the BB size split shot weight about 1 foot to 1.5 feet up the line, and we'll push that on here. So we've got your split shot weight in place, and then the final step is to tie on the jig head. Now I've got a fancy knot I like to use when I'm fishing, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to tie the one of the easiest knots there is. Trim that, and we're done. So I want to show you what it looks like. You've got your jig head. You'll pull it up about 1.5 feet, and you've got your BB size split shot weight. I like to use a weight here because not only does it help prevent tangles, because you need it to you need something here on the bottom of the bobber to help it prevent it from getting it stuck or tangling or anything like that during casting. The other thing is, because the seesaw bobber does lay horizontal on the water, you do need a little bit of extra weight to pull the line down once it hits the water. So here's what it's going to look like when you hit the water. Your weight's going to cause your line to start dropping, and your your plastic bead and your slip knot are going to stop, and that's where your depth is set. Now that you're all rigged up, start casting and start catching more fish, because you're using the most sensitive and most versatile floating bobber on the market. Do your tackle box a favor. Buy one today at www.seesawbobbers.com.